Hey guys, what's going on? This is our bonus video. If you purchased our current series, which was our original launch series, which was the introduction to WordPress, we taught you how to install WordPress, install the plugins, taught you how to get around the WordPress application, start up some pages. What we decided to do is throw some extra things your way. These are some little tidbits that you just couldn't really get in from the original series because of the fact that it's just one-off stuff. So there really wasn't a place where I could just shoehorn it in, so I figured why not put all the one-off stuff in one video and give it away for free. So here's the one-off video. First thing we're going to do is go through your settings, show you some things, and then we're just going to move from screen to screen. We're not going to go too fast because it's just a little bit of here and there kind of stuff. So let's get started. What you want to do is log in and then click on your general under the settings tab, and then from there you're going to see your site's name. And the site title was not another demo, and then your tagline is just another WordPress site. Basically, if you're tired of seeing just another WordPress site, just take that, highlight it, delete it, you're done. Or you can add something else into it if you want to give it more flavor. I choose just to leave it this way because it's a demo page and I'm just doing it to show you guys how to do things. If you need to change your URL, you can do that right over here. So if your WordPress address is demo.odinspark.com, and let's say that the WordPress part of your site is in a different area, you can set it here as well. So this is enter a different area you want for your home site to be different from the directory that you install WordPress in. So the site's URL could be something completely different. So that when you hit the home button, instead of it being, let's say, blog.odinspark.com, it would just go to the root of odinspark.com. More times than not, you're probably not even going to change those settings. You will want to change this setting here, the email address setting. I suggest having an email address that's only used for catching spam that you check once a week, probably not more than that. And the reason why is the fact that you, all this stuff like comments and things of that nature, it's all going to show up under your dashboard. But this email address, you need some email address that's going to catch everything, because if not, it's just going to start hitting your inbox with tons and tons of emails saying somebody liked this, somebody left a comment, somebody. You don't really need to know all this stuff. If you're logging into your site frequently enough, you'll see it and you'll fix it and adjust it and move on. Time zone. Right now it says it's set to UTC +0, and it says the time is this. If you choose to, which I would highly suggest it, set it to your time zone so it makes it easier. You could be geeky and do it this way, or you can do like I like to do, which is sit there and go, okay, what is a city near me? And it gives you different countries, different places. So you're going to scroll up and scroll and scroll. It's almost there. Okay, so here we go. Coming around the corner, and you got New York. So if you're on Eastern Standard Time, you select New York, hit Save Changes. You can also change how your dates will look. Instead of being spelling it out, it can be this way, or you can customize it. You can also change how time shows up as well. Change what day the week starts on. These things here I don't suggest you change. It's pretty standard. Most people understand when they read it. But let's move on to the next part here. The writing. When you click on writing, you can tell it to convert your emoticons so that you can do like a smiley face or a sticking out tongue, and it'll automatically change it. So when people leave comments on your blog, it'll automatically change the emoticons for them. Leave that setting on. People love it. Default post category. If you have more than one, you can always select something different. Default post format, you want to keep it standard unless you have something different. Next thing, like if it's different, meaning that if you have like a gallery, or if you want to do image gallery, you can do that as well. Anyway, next thing, default link for your categories, or the default link category, you can just change it here to whatever you want it to be. You probably won't be messing with that. You won't be messing with that. This update service, for right now, we're going to tell you to leave it this way. In a later video, we're going to show you how to turbocharge this area here and get like a lot more responses out of it. But for right now, Ping-O-Matic works fine. Don't worry about it. Next up, reading. Reading, front page will be your latest post. you can click on this bad boy and change it to whatever you want it to be. So let's say you want the blog to be a different page, then basically you will sit there and say, you know, post page will be called blog or whatever you want it to be called, and then your front page will be something else. This is for people who want to not have a front page. They want to have well, not a front page that looks like a blog. They want the front page to have a different look. That's where you would set this setting. The most blogs, it would be 10 posts per page, and you want to show the full text. I would suggest doing summary only because it gets you more hits. If you do summary, what happens is it shows like the first 3 or 4 sentences. So let's say you wrote 8 paragraphs. If you have a full text, it's going to show the full text. If you tell it to do the summary, it's going to only give like the first 5 or 6 sentences, and it forces the person to click. So therefore, that person has gone to 2 places on your website instead of 1. Next one up here, you got discussion. You really don't want to change anything here. It's pretty much, you know, standard. You can put people on blacklisting email addresses, URLs, IP addresses, stuff of that nature. But if you have that plugin that we talked about in our video series and you have it turned on, you don't even have to worry about this area. Next thing up, you can go to the privacy, and you can actually block the site from search engines. I suggest you never turn this on unless you're trying to have like a stealth website. There are some people who have websites that are personal blogs and they don't want the whole world to know about it. This is that setting you have to check to make sure it doesn't get indexed by websites. Next up, the permalinks. Permalinks, you need to change it. This is no good. This is no good. This is no good. This is no good. This is the only setting you need to have. You want a custom setting, and you want it to be /postname. Here's the reason behind it. If I tell you to go to demo.odenspark.com/Subaru Power, you know where that is, and it'll go right to the page. But if I say, hey, can you go to demo.odenspark.com/2011/08/13/Subaru Power, it's way too much. This is the easiest way. Never use this. This is the worst. Any of these 2 are fine. This one's the worst. This one's the worst. And the reason behind it is when you use numbers, the search engines will index you based off of wording. And if they see numbers, it doesn't know what that number equates to. So you're not going to get any hits on that number. So if your post is post number 5,672, unless somebody types that into Google, that post really won't get a hit on that number. But if you call it just post name, or you have any one of these 2 where it has some sort of naming convention in it, then it's still going to get a hit on the name because the name's within the URL. I guarantee you do this, you'll start getting some hits. Next thing up we're going to go into is themes. The theme that you get is very boring. I'm going to show you in later videos how to get a theme from a website, install, and all these other things. But if you just want to play around with it, you can always go over here to the themes, and you can go to the search, the install themes if you have more than one. If you want to add a theme, you can do the install themes, and you can check off what you're looking for. I say user beware. Some of these things are full of spam, and here's what I'm talking about. I've downloaded some free ones, and as I started reading through the code, it has secret embedded stuff that these people are using so that people can secretly click on links to other parts of their websites so that while people are visiting your site, their site's getting hits. It's really sneaky, it's very covert, and you can't remove it because if you do, it breaks the page. So I say just use it if you want to use it, but if you really want a nice, smooth, streamlined site, you know, I'll show you in another video how to do all that. The other thing is that we were talking about widgets in another video or earlier video, and the widgets are all these things. You install it, you can tell it where. Each theme has their own different blob where you can drop it in, but I just say, you know, drop it in. It automatically saves, and just go back to the page to get an idea of what it looks like. So there you go, less than 10 minutes. I just started speedballing you all these things that you can start looking at and start doing on your webpage. But go ahead and do all this. If you have any questions, like always, go to our forum. It's located on the front page of our website. You just click the little link up there that says forum, take you straight to the forum page, and from there we'll be more than happy to help you out with anything you got going on. So like always, from odenspark.com to all of you, thank you once again for purchasing our first WordPress video series, and we just hope that you guys will keep buying more, keep learning more, and just really start making some money. I mean, for crying out loud, it's the internet, people. Isn't that what it's for? Anyways, from the people here at Odin Spark to all you guys out there, thanks for the purchase, and we hope to see you real soon.